Oh, I forgot to set the game capture thing in the background. Let me see. Video capture device. Oh no, no. There we go.
Oh my god, I finally got a different Twitch ad!
I appreciate the 2 cents. Well, no, it's holidays, so 2.5.
Heh, you think Walmart pays for holidays.
Oh, wait 1 second. Let me see here. Spartan, thank you as always for your contributions. Let me see here. Go. Last time on 8-Way Nostalgia Trip, Game of the Year was discussed, quests were done, and Johnny was joined by not just Slinky, but Nolan as well, keeping him sane for the duration of the stream. How many more quests are left? Will Johnny be grinding off screen, or does he not care about theory and being underleveled? I don't. Will Raid Shadow Legends be sponsoring the stream now? Find out now in episode 36. Digressing and side questing 4. Light at the end of the tunnel. No, we still got a ways to go. but,
How long? This game's been going for like a year and a half now?
I don't know how long we've been streaming this game. I mean, we're technically done because we did all the chapters. We finished chapter 4 for every character about 2 months ago. So now we're just doing side quests, and that we don't meet every Wednesday because for shit might happen, and especially in the last couple of weeks, things with my mom and the Sonic hacking contest taking priority. So it's unfortunate, you know.
But hey, we're far enough in the game that I can be back.
Yeah.
Hey.
That said, welcome back everybody to Octopath Traveler. I'm getting my bookmarks out because I need the interactive map again because I forgot what area we were in. Let me see, because I know we're doing side quests from every town around this area. I want to say we already cleaned up this section of the continent. I know we finished this continent up about a month ago, and I think we were on our way to doing this one. I think we're done with this one, but I'm going to head back to Orel and see. Sonic Gamer Zero. Okay, this is an Octopath stream. I guess I'll talk about my Octopath journey. I started my journey with Olberic, and so far I've been beating Alphin's Chapter 1. Been enjoying the game so far. I hope you do. This is a great game. It's long. Like,
Yeah.
it is very much. It has the Bravely Default problem of not knowing when to end. Yeah, just I mean, you're getting your money's worth at the very least, but it's also like, how much do you love RPGs to consider keep revisiting this?
Yeah. Bravely Default got it real bad, because, like, I like that game a lot, but its central twist is based on you fucking playing the game for way longer than it needs to be played.
Alright, this is it Kaya or Kaja in Orwell? What do we need to do? Let's see. Provoke the Curious Cleric and the Dragon Song. Oh wait, I think I was there already. And I don't know if I was finishing that side quest or not. Yeah, I was already in the area. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset the game, because I was already in that area and I was a little lost on what I was doing. Nothing truly ends when it's being used for content.
Yeah.
Fortnite again?
That's why Fortnite will live forever.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say Minecraft or Roblox at that point.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though, about that, because I hear Roblox mentioned every once in a while, but never to the extent of Fortnite or Minecraft. Is it because, like, Roblox is so... Is it because Roblox demographic is so well below that of Minecraft
Yeah.
and Fortnite? Like, it's only toddlers that play Roblox, or at least watch Roblox content?
It's not so much toddlers as, like, elementary school kids, but yeah,
Right.
it goes to a much younger demographic. Like, my sister's hard into Roblox. She's 9.
I can't believe John met the creator of Minecraft last week. Yeah, the Hatsune Miku Sonic Mania mod was actually pretty good.
I cannot believe that the fucking one session I couldn't make it for was the one that you guys did both the Sans and the Miku mod. I'm so upset. I got the domino shit immediately when I was watching the replay. I was like, God damn it.
The one I really wish I was there for was the randomizer, and that one I played on my stream because I was like, I've been wanting to do this one for so long, and now that it's working like properly, I have to do it.
I want to do the
Beat up this fucking old man.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh, he's weak to swords too. This man does
Wonderful.
not stand a chance. Black magic? That's so vague. Well, what kind of black magic?
I need to look up, there was one cutscene, thing that we got that worked way too perfectly for, like the Shadow Amy, cutscene. Okay, yeah, it's, when Shadow is, like, about to go, like, have to help him, kind of scene, it's Shadow's line cover, no time to hang out with the likes of you. Like, part 2. The one I really want to get in the randomizer at this point is Shadow out on the top of the Golden Gate Bridge kind of thing where he says alphabetic. I really want him to say, I'm Sonic the Hedgehog. Like, oh, you see, that's why they all think he's... Okay, that makes sense.
The Gamer 9, I'm doing just fine, thank you for asking. We're doing, pulling double duty for tonight since I didn't stream on Monday. I was thinking about doing a reaction stream to yesterday's State of Play, but I ended up not doing that because I only got a couple of hours of sleep beforehand, and I was just out of it. And honestly, given the State of Play yesterday, the only thing I'd really talk about was Resident Evil 3 Remake. And even then, that was only for a little bit. I ended up doing a discussion with Derek for Game Explain to make amends for it, but it's also like... I'm not a Resident Evil 3 guy. That's more of Matt, because he loves the game. I think it's his favorite in the classic series. I'm not sure if it's his favorite Resident Evil overall, but in the classic series. But you know, he's way more excited for it than I am. I'm excited for it because of what it might do to like get me reinvigorated in that game. Because the original has its qualities, but it's also like it's not my preferred Resident Evil.
One of my mods and me, Swedish Ag, we talk about Resident Evil a lot, and we're just excited for what Nemesis is gonna be like in that game. He's gonna be nuts, considering how much they were doing with Mr. X. But I think the thing I'm most excited for, what mods people are gonna do for Nemesis, because oh god,
I think the only thing I really want from RE3 Remake is that they make the zombies a bit less damage spongy. Because that was the big minus point of RE2 for me.
At the same time, you don't want it to be RE4.
Yeah,
you know,
no.
so it's like, let's just pop heads everywhere and shoot kneecaps.
Yeah, no, we don't want it to be full action game, because then you
Right.
lose all the horror.
Well, yeah,
But
we're also just going in a vicious cycle.
I also don't want to feel like that I'm constantly on the verge of running out of bullets, because every zombie that I find that I have to take out takes like 2 clips.
Yeah.
You need to watch the dev video because I know the dodge mechanic is back. And I'm wondering how the dodge mechanic is going to be handled in this way because, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Resident Evil 6 had a dodge mechanic. Or at least I'm going to slide in between zombie legs mechanic and get a better shot sort of spiel. So I'm wondering, are they just going to do that again? Or are they just going to give you a dodge roll? My only visual issue is that Carlos' haircut is literally the worst possible style to have at a zombie.
Oh, you mean Miguel? Miguel from Second.
Yeah, he's giving the zombie plenty to grab. But since this is the last stream for the night, and we probably won't be reconvening until tomorrow night for the Game Awards, are there anything you guys specifically are looking forward to, or this is just pretty much... I'm here to laugh at it.
Fighter 5 for sure is like the #1 thing.
I'm here to laugh at it. I came to laugh at you. Thanks, Char.
Hello, I'm Nora, and I came here to mock you.
Okay. Oh, that reminds me, fucking Mike Pollock's in the Promare dub.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, yes?
I heard him in the Berserk anime that's on Netflix. and it's like so weird.
It's weird hearing him in a non-Sonic context.
Well, because I've heard him in non-Sonic context before plenty of times. But, by the way, bless that man. Most patient motherfucker on social media you can possibly meet. Because I don't know if I follow him or anything like that, or vice versa. But I see, like, the kind of questions he repeatedly has to answer from everybody that thinks all he does is Dr. Eggman. Or it's like something Sonic was like, Jesus fucking Christ. I'd be cursing up a storm at this point if I have to answer this question for the 97,000th time. You know, it is like, this poor man. But like he takes it in stride. Like, he knows how to deal with it.
Apparently Mike Pogg's done hentai, but on the other hand, still have a lot of voice actors.
Yeah, I mean, that's nothing new.
Yeah, pay bills.
Yeah. Dan Green has done a lot of hentai. And yes, he does do it in the Yugi voice every time.
Alright, that's Boulder Far. Let's go to Clearbrook. I think we cleared this section up. I think we can start going to the bottom right of the continent. Yeah, we're definitely here. Alright, so tonight we're going to start our, I guess you could say our last section of towns in the continent. And I'm kind of curious to where to start. I want to say, you know what, we should probably start with Grandport. That's all the way over there.
No, June T. Fox, he did do it in the Yugi voice. Trust me on this one. He's done it in both.
I have it all downloaded right here to show you.
No! Back when Rabbit was still a thing, we fucking got the bright idea to go watch some, just for, like, the funsies. It was an experience.
Hello.
Oh, yep, I know the Jason Condom commercial. The one I love the most, though, is when they add that over Sonic X clips with them on the ship that episode. It's like the fucking best.
Also, Mike Pollock being in Pokemon is not a shocker. So here's the thing. Here's the thing about 4Kids. 4Kids was a New York-based company, which means they only hired out of the New York voice actor pool. Which, by the way, is pretty small because most voice acting is out of either Texas or LA. Cora, I'm not giving you that source. There's ways to find out.
Also, Sauce. Was this fucking 4chan? Never tell me the name of the sauce either. Is it Alfredo? Is it Ragu? Prego?
Oh, that would be appropriate.
No, I said Prego, not M Prego. Alright, let me steal from you. Interest us. You were at 100%. And the girl that I got the Dragon Egg for was at 15%. Alright, what's your name again? Ing the Diarist. Alright, what do we gotta do for you? Let's go to Clearbrook. Oh, sorry, Grandport. Let me see. This is a character doesn't have this momentum astonishing and both for an incredible item. Wait, what are we doing?
What?
Dust Barrel, astonishing. Oh wait, we gotta get a couple of items. The diary of the record. Alright, I've been keeping diaries while I feel somewhere.
Oh no, no one's gone. Guess we can talk about normal things now, like Sonic's toes.
So we need Tressa. Wait, hold on. We need the Marvelous Memento, Dust Barrel, Astonishing Object, Boulder Far, Incredible Item, Wellspring. Alright, wait, what the fuck? This thing is weird. This thing is worded weirdly. I don't know what that means! I'm streaming until like 10 o'clock, Linky. Roger Crickson was in a pizza commercial, Justin Griffith was in a Comic commercial. Guess we know who the Chad Sonic voice actor is. I mean, sure.
Voice actors do a lot of jobs.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like anime voice actors I've heard do just random commercials before.
Yeah.
Like back before Troy Baker fucking hit it big, I used to hear him do random pharmaceutical commercials.
Hey, you go, Lars. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in.
Hey.
Alright, so apparently we need to, this needs to be for Tressa. Let's get Tressa back in the party. Where the hell's the damn tavern at? Oh, hey, what are you doing down there? I must have left the door open.
Celine?
Yeah, it's
Celine!
here, baby. You got
Baby.
dust on your back.
Guess we know where she's been rolling
Yeah,
around.
where the hell have you been?
Dungeon.
Here, baby. No, come back, coward. Alright. Well, I won't
Something
force
got
her.
called out of like,
Yeah.
nope.
Come to me. Oh, there's Tom. Fuck off, Therian. Thank you. I'm thinking we have to have Tressa in our party because she has the 3 things that this guy wants to hear about. Let us confirm. Nope. Okay. I guess I have to get these items to... I gotta buy these items off people. So let's go to Dusk Barrel. Of course, I've been playing this game for well over a year, and I still don't remember the fucking name of these towns.
There's a lot of towns.
Not guide. Purchase. Sturdy. Oh, sturdy sapphire rod. No, it's not. It's not battle tested. What about you? What do you got? No, I can't buy anything off of you. I can't buy anything off of you. I can buy something off of you though. Sleep. I could have lightened that one up.
Not.
What can I purchase? I'll buy that off you. What? Oh, and I got a discount too. I'm gonna buy off you.
I don't have the game audio on because I don't want to hear myself in stereo.
Does the
so-
game audio sound distorted to you at points? No, not really. Sounds good to me. Basically, the whole way I hear the audio is how you guys hear the audio, so it doesn't sound distorted to me at all. If it helps, you could probably just close the tab and open it up again. Yeah, because other folks are saying it sounds fine. Yeah, I don't know exactly where these items are for the Direst Desire, because it says Tressa, Marvelous Memento, Dust Barrel, Astonishing Object, Boulderfall, Incredible Item, Wellspring. These are either items I have to find or get them off people. But I'm in Dust Barrel now, and there's no Astonishing Object, and I don't know if I have to inquire or scrutinize anybody. The R&D items that you buy from others. Okay, then maybe I already have it. Let me check my inventory. See, oh yeah, I have the Marvelous Memento. I have the Incredible Item. I'm just missing the Astonishing Object. Okay, then where's the Astonishing Object? That's in Boulderfall. Okay, let's go back then. See, this is the problem with me, like, when I'm doing cleanup and when I'm doing grinding and I'm checking NPCs for, like, items, I end up, like, doing bits of pieces of side quests without realizing it. Boulderfall. That was that here? I think it was. Yeah, there you are. Alright, we need the Astonishing Object. Don't go past the NPCs, John. Okay, never mind. What are these series of unfortunate event book titles? Yeah, The Astonishing Object. What, you look like something. Hold something. Yeah, they are. Astonishing 24,000 fucking kill. Okay, it wasn't that. I got a discount for it, but it's whatever at this point. Hey, Unloading, thank you for the follow. Much appreciate it. Alright, now we can go back.
I was about to say, you are loaded.
No, I had like more than double that earlier, and then because now I'm at a point where you can buy some of the best equipment from different NPCs after Chapter 4, and they're way up there in price, and you kind of need Tressa in your party to get the discounts.
Mm-hmm.
Hey John, what's a Christmas movie you watch every year, even though you know it's not very good? I don't really have a selection of Christmas movies I watch that are not very good, because normally I stick to like the traditional stuff. I watch Home Alone, I watch Christmas Vacation, I watch what the hell is the name of the A Christmas Story, because I feel you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watch Die Hard, Batman Returns, and what's another Christmas movie?
I mean, for my family, it's always Muppet Christmas Carol is what we, for years.
I have not watched that in a long time, but go ahead.
Still my favorite version. There's also, kind of related to that, The Man That Invented Christmas from a few years back, which is basically of like how Charles Dickens wrote A Christmas Carol. That one's moved up onto there, and then of course this year that Klaus movie is definitely now in that rotation as well.
Oh, this is more of a personal thing for me because I've been watching this movie for so long. Scrooged, the one with Bill Murray. It is a very dark comedy, but I absolutely love it. It is my preferred Christmas Carol because I know people are like, "Oh, I like to watch the Christmas Carol." It's like the classic Christmas tales. Like, yeah, you're talking about Scrooged, right?
See, I grew up in a very Christian household.
Right. And we're not allowed to believe in Bill Murray.
But, no, it's just like, so most of the Christmas movies I grew up with were like, the fucking shitty generic ones. Like, I didn't see Home Alone until I was like 8.
Okay.
And that was just because, like, an uncle of mine had it, and I watched it while I was over at his house. So, the Christmas movie that always comes to mind for me is the fucking animated Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer one.
The stop-motion one?
Yeah.
No!
Oh.
Nor, is it the hand-drawn one with, like...
Yes!
Yes! Okay, someone else has watched that!
I had that on fucking video.
Maybe I've seen it. It doesn't ring a bell.
I think it's on YouTube.
Can you post a link to it? Or is it the one that you tried to get us? Is this the one we watched?
I think it's the one we watched. It's something else. Whoopi Goldberg's in it.
Okay, that was the one we watched.
Yep.
That.
I mean, to be fair, I like that one more than the stop motion one. Being real.
I can't agree.
I mean, I think both. I mean, both of them I don't like. So Like
I watched Charlie Brown Christmas every year.
Charlie Brown Christmas is another traditional one for me as well.
I mean, to be fair, I think out of all the stop motion ones, Rudolph was probably my least favorite out of all of those.
There are way worse ones than Rudolph. They don't get put in the rotation very much.
In like the regular 5 of them,
Yeah.
Doing a community event on the 3rd.
We're going to play some video games charity as Streamlines updates our page by January if you'd like to participate. If you really dropped out, put a lot of time planning would mean a lot if you joined. Unfortunately, I cannot Eagle Alliance. I have prior commitments around that time. So, best I can say is best of luck and hope everything goes well for you. But no, I have prior commitments for that one. But thank you for thinking of me. That's I appreciate it. But I cannot make that.
Okay. Yeah, Chad's bringing up Elf. Elf grew on me a lot over the years.
This is the Will Ferrell one, right?
Yeah. I think I've seen Annabelle's Wish.
Oh, former sailor.
Hang on, I'm Googling this.
That sounds familiar.
I have.
Victor's Hollow. Okay.
I have seen this one. Oh, yeah, that was not good.
Cobblestone, the Tide, Saints Bridge, Orwell,
Okay.
Quarry
Yeah,
Crest. The fuck's this town? There he is.
All right, chat. Give us your S tier Christmas movies and like your F tier Christmas movies. I want to see it happen.
Emphasis on F tier, like maybe Santa Sleigh or fucking Okay, you know what? I actually do have a Christmas movie that's not good at all, but I try to catch it every year. And that's I'm drawing a fucking blank on the name already. Silent Night, Deadly Night. The original Silent Night, Deadly Night. It is a garbage fucking movie, but it is a complete guilty pleasure for me.
I think my F tier Christmas movie is Four Christmases. It's this comedy where like this newlywed family has to go to all four of their families because both families are divorced, and it is probably one of the worst comedies I've seen in my life. That's the first time I can ever recall my entire family walking out of a theater.
Yeah, Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 is where Garbage Day comes from, but I'm talking like the original.
Let's see other ones. Arthur
Punish!
Christmas. Yeah, Arthur Christmas is fantastic.
I've seen a lot of really bad, like, children's Christmas movies.
Yeah.
Like, there was one I fucking saw as a kid that I don't remember the title of, but it was about a bunch of, like, I want to say teddy bears coming to life, trying to, like, get a Christmas present for their kids who were snowed in.
Toasty. Not supposed to say that out loud. I mean, it's true. The Santa Claus 2's plot is Tim Allen Santa needs to get later Christmases fucking canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright,
so you gotta read the fine print here. You need to get some of that dick. I mean, you gotta get that dick to someone else. I'm sorry. I'm not saying you gotta get fucked in the ass. I'm saying you gotta fuck someone in the ass.
Alright, I got an alternate title for the Santa Claus for you. Hear me out. Sam Bimbification.
In tags. Yeah, I mean, it is true. It has corruption, bimbification, a bit of a. That's awful.
Oh my god. You know, there's usually there's a bunch of like what like happening in chat at this point, but I think chat is just stunned at this point. It's just like, oh my god.
F tier live action Grinch. Okay, I'm the minority in this one. I actually like the live action Grinch.
I do too. I think of the live action Dr. Seuss movies, it's the better of the two.
Yeah.
I think like
you mean it's the only good one?
In terms of Christmas movies, I put that at like a C tier.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like, there's definitely bad stuff, but there's also some gold in that film too.
Right.
So like, it's not all bad.
Yeah.
Loaf entirely.
Dinner with myself again. I can't cancel that again.
I'm an idiot. You're an idiot. That's like my favorite one.
All Hallmark Christmas movies suck. They're the same. You're gonna have to elaborate on Hallmark Christmas movies because I need names.
Oh no, because they're talking about like the fucking Lifetime style stuff.
Okay, being real, I think those are like D tier because like they're bad, but they're not like awful bad.
Man, my fucking landlady has been watching nothing but Lifetime Christmas movies since the month started, and like they're all the same. It's all about some fucking like super successful business lady going to a small town. She meets a horse boy. She's suddenly like, "Oh, I love your muscles. I'm gonna leave my successful business job, my successful business husband, so that I can go suck your horse dick." And then she like ends up settling into being like a housewife, or she like fucking runs a bakery or some shit.
But the thing I'll argue a little bit is that no, it's just is that with the whole I'm not defending all our groups, just for the record. It's that I'm saying I'm saying they're not the worst because the worst are like ones you vividly remember. Shit,
Yeah. Yeah, it's trad wife propaganda. You guys are right.
Yeah. Alright, give me some more F tier Christmas movies. What do we got?
Court saying I virtually like White Christmas and Miracle on 34th Street through Stockholm Syndrome. Well, why Stockholm Syndrome for like Miracle on 34th Street?
Oh, you know what Christmas movie I fucking hate though? A Wonderful Life. I've
only caught that movie one time, only a couple of years ago actually, because that's the movie that you've always heard a lot of.
Yeah.
But just never took the time to actually watch it until you just happen to catch it on cable.
Because every cartoon has done it ever.
Right.
Yeah.
Hello.
It's my mom's favorite Christmas movie, so it's always on.
My mom loves it too. But it's just I grew up watching Christmas comedies. That's pretty much where I fall in line with that one. It's really rare that I sit down just to watch a, for lack of a better word, wholesome Christmas movie. You know, it's full of hijinks, but it's not like, that's not the point of the movie.
Yeah.
You know, I watch my favorite Christmas movie involves a cat chewing on a Christmas wire and getting fucking incinerated under a couch. You know, that's my kind of Christmas movie.
San Diego, I think you might have won.
What is it?
I think you might have won. Rip City Street Kids Believe in Santa. I just had to Google this thing, and I'm like, okay, you might have just won.
That one's infamous, but I don't think there's a lot of people in chat who've actually watched it in its original airing context, because that one aired exactly once.
Ooh.
Oh.
Any reason why? I mean, what's the story behind it?
The story behind it, if I remember right, involves Scientology and budget cuts.
Okay.
So
wait, is it the one that you should have clipped with me a couple of weeks
yes.
ago? Okay.
I think actually Rebel Taxi did a very good video about it.
Warbot, another good example of a Christmas movie that I actually like, but it's actually not considered very good. 8 Crazy Nights. Like I like that movie, you know, because that was around the tail end of my Adam Sandler phase, because I still like the dude. Like he makes a lot of shit. Like don't get me wrong. Yeah. But when he knows how to, when he knocks it out of the park, I think it's like really fucking enjoyable to watch. Like, because I still love watching Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison to some extent, Waterboy. I unapologetically like Little Nicky, and if you look past the whole thing that he kidnapped the kid, Big Daddy, but so 8 Crazy Nights was released around the tail end of that, and you know, I liked it. There's a lot of things to hate about it, and there's a lot of things to hate about that movie. But I think the songs are really good. It's beautifully animated. But it has like all the Adam Sandler trimmings. Like one song is literally a bunch of fucking product placement trying to telling Adam Sandler to stop being such an asshole.
For Adam Sandler, I'll also throw in the first Hotel Transylvania into there, because I genuinely still like the first.
That is a genuinely good movie.
Yeah. And like for any animator out there that wants to learn how to do really fast, like frantic animation, study that film, because like that film.
Which one was it again?
Hotel Transylvania.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I hear that one's great. Like I hear that's a really good.
It's
series.
directed by how do you pronounce his name? Gendy.
Like I can never pronounce his name.
It's a Slavic name, if I remember right. The guy who directed Dexter's Laboratory.
Dexter's Lab and Samurai Jack.
Yeah.
It's a goddamn it. Even I'm
Tartakovsky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I know the name. It's just I can never say it.
Yeah. Fucking fantastic ass dude. He's got a show on Adult Swim now called Primal that I haven't been able to watch because I don't have cable up in my room, but I've seen clips from it. It looks fucking fantastic.
Defeat boss of Captain's Bane. Where is Captain's Bane? Is that an area that we already went to? Is it a dungeon? That's the Caves of Azure. Hey, April, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Is Adam Sandler the Sonic the Hedgehog of actors?
I mean,
I don't know. Was there an Adam Sandler Generations? Okay, actually, that's Click. Now that I think about it.
yeah. Click is one of those movies that fucking stuck with me because, like, it is not at all what it was advertised as, and the end result's horrifying.
Yeah, okay.
Click is like a really depressing film, for whatever reason.
The first time I saw Click, I was on a cruise with my mom because that was a thing we did at one point. And when you're on the fucking ocean and there's no internet and there's no cell service, there's only one thing to do, and that's watch whatever the fuck's on Spanish TV because that's all you get out there. And one of those things was Click, so we were like, okay, we'll watch all of Click. Boy, Click was not what I expected.
Also, I saw Celine infiltrating in the back there.
Cultural Coast. Yeah, she's probably in the back. So, there she is. There you are, baby.
Oh, there she is.
Hi, Celine.
Baby.
Come here. I don't want you going back there. Come back here.
It's fine.
Just come here.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go. Come here.
This stream invaded by Kit.
I have cat. Give me money.
His donation, please.
He promised us pussy for subs.
Oh, are you becoming one of those e-thoughts, Johnny?
Yeah.
Christmas candy.
Yeah, it's working. Thank you, Bug.
Good.
Anyway, all right. Let me see. What's the guy named? Mercenary. Oh no, Merchantry Master. What do we need to do with this?
Now
dude?
the conversation I've seen has gone on to like for show Christmas specials,
Okay.
stuff like that.
Well, someone was asking favorite TV special for Christmas, so television specifically. That'd probably be Charlie Brown Christmas. That's just the tried and true one. It's kind of a generic answer, I realize, but it's also like you really can't go wrong.
One of the most fucked up ones is the Ed and Eddie one, for sure.
I don't remember that one.
That's the one where I don't remember the whole thing of it, but they make the Cankers and Eds do like the nativity scene at the end, and it's really, really, really creepy. It's not one of their better holiday specials.
Not.
The Star Wars one, obviously.
I don't count Star Wars holiday special. That's too easy.
Frosty the Snowman one. I strangely like the second Frosty one more than the first one for me on that.
I've never seen the second one, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
They usually just show them all the time back to back. Whenever they do air them.
Let's go. Gold Shore Coast is probably on the west side. The Town Santa Forgot, one of the last Hanna-Barbera specials from 1993, nominated for Outstanding Animation Short in under an hour, but lost it. To what, though? Oh, somebody was saying Jingle All the Way.
Was Jingle All the Way?
No, I mean, what do we think of it, if you've seen it?
It's been too long since I've seen it. I don't remember.
I like it.
Yeah.
I think it was like the last movie I ever seen that had Sinbad in it. But it's like, I watched it a lot, because when that movie came out, it was like, I think that was right before Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, because it had Jake Lloyd in it. And he was just a young thing in that movie. Terrible actor. But, you know, but it had Arnold Schwarzenegger in it, and that's why I like, because I'm really big on Arnold Schwarzenegger at that time, because I love Terminator. There was a sequel to Jingle All the Way. It was like direct-to-video. And
It gotta have been.
It had to have been, yeah. Did it star Sylvester Stallone? Or at least his child Home Stallone? That's like the best thing out of context I've ever seen in my life. Isn't Jake Lloyd a gang member now? I don't know.
Is he?
I don't know. I don't follow that man's life.
Let me Google this. Jake Lloyd. Let me see. Jake Lloyd now. Let me see.
Like, I know he got a lot of shit for his role in Anakin Skywalker. Well, I mean, it's like, that's unfortunately something that just fucking happens with everybody that Star Wars, like, fanatics hate.
Yeah.
Because I know the actor of Jar Jar got a lot of shit, almost contemplated suicide for that shit. Jake Lloyd was bullied. The most recent case is the girl that played Rose in The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's just unfortunately a fucking cycle of assholes who take all their rage and shit on the actor that plays the character they hate. And it's like, you fucking dipshits. It's like morons, all of you.
It's like with the fucking Pokemon shit lately, people were going hard in on James Turner's Twitter as if he had any control over the game itself. Like, the dude just designs Pokemon.
Right.
Yeah.
Who was it? Was it you? Legend Fisherman? No. You're the one that needs the boss fight. You needed the safe route, so let's talk to you. There we go.
I'm not seeing anything on like a gang thing. He did try.
Well, look, he's trying to keep it secret, Pat.
Well,
You gotta know the secret passcode in the handshake.
But I have found he has been in several high-speed police chases when not driving over the with
He was heard yelling, "This is pod racing." All right, now we have to go to. Go to
That element with that emote, the boogie.
Okay, we have to go to the Captain's Bane, so we gotta go west. Let's exit out of here. Let's blow this popsicle stand. Honestly, could any actor done the role of Anakin any better than Hayden? The script was so awful, I felt bad for him, actually. Yeah, it's not so much, because, was it Hayden Christensen, I think was the name of the actor?
Yeah.
I've seen him in a couple of other films, and the dude can act. You know,
Yeah.
I think with proper direction and better writing. The dude is more than capable of putting on the chops. It's just like, you know, a lot of Star Wars issues in the prequel films.
Yeah.
It's just really clumsy, if not outright shitty writing, and that's one thing that I think unfortunately just ages the films horribly.
Yeah.
You know, I was actually my brother Mark just got a Disney Plus account because he enjoyed the free trial and he wanted to watch more of The Mandalorian. And I had Star Wars Episode 1 in the background just because I like to give Celine background noise when I'm not in the living room. Yes, I'm that dedicated to my cat. I'm in the kitchen because the kitchen's not terribly far from the living room, and I just hear that one line from Anakin. It's like, "Are you an angel?" And I threw up in my mouth a little bit, like just hearing it. I was like, "Oh God, damn it!"
It's so bad.
It's really bad. Hey Shay, thank you, man, for the tier 1. Happy holidays to you as well. This is Captain's Bane. Let's head in here and beat somebody up. Hold on, son. Virtual Cosma just posted a link to Jingle All the Way 2. Made by WWE Films. Okay, that makes a lot of sense because I believe Big Show was in the original film. I like Big Show's very, very bit piece in the first one. I'm going to deck your halls, bub. Let me see. Larry the Cable Guy? Really? All right. This is totally out of my field because I'm not a fan of Larry the Cable Guy. It's just not my cup of tea. Brian Stefanek, no. Santino Morales, WWE Films. Kennedy Clemens, Kristen Rover, Rachel Hayway. Yeah, I didn't even know this was a thing. 2014. It's like 13, 14 years after the original came out. No, not even, because Jingle All the Way, the original, I think, was 97. Let me... What am I doing this? Fucking Jingle All the Way research. 1996. I'm sorry, 1996. So you make the fucking sequel like 18 years later. I was like, hey, remember Jingle All the Way? I do. You gonna get Schwarzenegger back? I was like, no. Okay. Next best
No.
thing, Larry the Cable Guy.
Man, I'm unfortunately familiar with Larry the Cable Guy too.
I am to some capacity, which is why I'm saying that it's not my cup of tea. Like, I don't say that just
Yeah.
blindly. I say that because I've actually listened to some of his stuff and just like, nah, not my type of comedy. So
Yeah.
I don't really listen to a whole bunch.
I remind
He's on a
like-
lot of like Jeff Foxworthy fucking
Right.
old skits.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I remember, I was recently on a cruise ship not too long ago, last winter, and there was a bunch of stand-up comedians there, and let's just say, God, like the only good comedy they had was any that were like for the all-family ones, because whoo, the adult ones were bad. They were bad.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you see a lot of comedians talking about how, like, EC culture made it so that no one likes their comedy and stuff anymore. And then you just, like, go back and rewatch the old stuff, and it's like, no, it just kind of wasn't funny.
Yeah.
Well, that the
Good.
humor just aged really bad.
Yeah.
I
You know,
just feel like
like,
a lot of the
it-
time when I'm watching comedians when they're doing the stuff in all ages, I feel like it's a kind of crutch that forces them to think of just better jokes, kind of overall. You know what I mean?
Like, to me, like I love Eddie Murphy. Like, I love his comedy. Like, he doesn't do it anymore. He hasn't done it in so long. But I remember growing up loving, like, Delirious and not Raw that much. I didn't think Raw was that funny. But like, to go back and listen to Delirious, a lot of it, like, this wouldn't pass today because culture has changed so much. You know, it's like, yeah, this might have been funny back then, but it's also like we've progressed so much beyond this that it just doesn't age appropriately. I still have memories of laughing at that sort of thing, but it's also like, yeah, I can understand though why like this wouldn't fly in today's age, and I can't get angry about that sort of thing. Kimono Flareon, I have to agree though. To me, my go-to comedian even today is George Carlin, who I'm convinced wasn't really a comedian, just more of a philosopher.
For my comedy, it mostly came from Who's Line, in particular, Colin Mockery and Ryan.
God damn it! I knew it! Fucking one time I take him out of my party.
There is no choice.
Gotta go back.
Bill Hicks, no, I am not familiar with Bill Hicks. The name sounds familiar, but I am not familiar with Bill Hicks.
Oh god! Speaking of Who's Line, I got to see a live when they were doing the tour, you know, kind of thing. I got to see him in Grand Rapids, and God, I remember they were playing this one game where it was like they needed information on a couple, and they come up. One of them goes into another room, the other one they ask about stuff on stage about, and this poor newlywed couple comes up, and they're asking the wife about her husband, and like one of the things that came up was like, yeah, he's nice, you know, helps me around, has a big, and then like stops for a minute, and then just like everybody looked like,
No.
go on. We're not stopping.
Yeah.
You can tell she was so embarrassed at that point, but it was so funny.
This guy's called Leviathan. He reminds me more of the Kraken from Final Fantasy 1. Let me see.
That Kraken.
So unconscious. There we go.
Use this. Now.
Yeah, it was like, is it really? I mean, is it really accurate to call this? I mean, I think Leviathan. I think of, you know, Final Fantasy Leviathan. Obviously, I think of Serpent.
Yeah.
This is just an octopus, a really sad looking one at that. Yeah, he got a bunch of sad eyes.
Octopi are always sad because they have this big brain, but they don't have the body to use it with.
That's sad.
Yeah. It's like
I'll not be
dolphins. Dolphins are in fact the second sentient race of the planet. However, they don't have fucking thumbs.
Shine forth.
So dolphins can have no society.
Then you haven't. I'd tell you to play more Echo, but no, don't do that. Actually, but it's like that's why they had to develop psychic powers, just so that they can have their fucking angry Twitter wars.
I want somebody to make a universe now where dolphins have mechs and then take over the humans for the dominant race now.
Oh, Indievox. It's a kraken. Leviathan in Judeo-Christian mythology is reptilian in nature and is described to have scales. Look at fucking learning shit here.
But it's also a whale.
Yeah, take that, atheists.
Leviathan is just a fucking whale. Whale. Whale.
God, I know I'm fumbling around every guy, and I overpower this thing, so I'm not really like stressing out. Kind of wonder what this thing is afraid of, though. Oh, never mind.
Oh god! Wow! Wow, okay. Treehouse of Horror,
Treehouse of Horror, which one? 11?
11? Apparently has mechanized
Oh, yeah. Treehouse of Horror is fucking great.
Was that? The name sounds familiar.
What, Treehouse of Horror? It's the Simpsons Halloween
yeah.
specials.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think I was getting that mixed up for a second with like the children's book of like the treehouse. Oh god. Well, now I need to figure this out. What was that?
What?
Treehouse.
I know what you're talking about. The time travel stories.
Yeah. Magic treehouse. That was all. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, yo, Butterfree, get your ass down here.
Alright, so the elemental runes in this game, I forget if it was an added spell after each attack. So if I like do a boosted attack with Ulbrich here at max, will I do it? No, it's per action. Okay, I'm trying to remember because I don't remember if that doesn't matter. I'm gonna fucking abide anyway.
So why are we fighting a Kraken?
This is for a side quest.
Okay.
Constrictor.
Now, what next?
Well, next we're gonna fuck this octopus up. That's what's next. Watch this.
How about you? My blade is unbent. I wreak havoc upon thee. With each battle, I grow stronger.
Not.
Another thing about the Kraken is it originated as a monster from Scandinavian myth called Hafgufa. It disguised itself as an island or a pair of rocks. It regurgitated a bunch of food that would attract fish, then swallowed them whole. Harpy player Joe, I am not familiar with Otheros. We call him Ultros in these parts. Get it right.
Ultros Boogie.
I will not have accurate translations in this chat. This game's difficulty is weird because it's either too easy or way too hard, more so than the other RPGs I've played. It's like in a way, it feels like the developers knew that you can break it in half with certain things, but didn't account for it for everything, given how many encounters the game has.
Yeah.
I hear by the end of it, though, it's like pretty fucking ridiculous. The Leviathan shield, what does that do? I mean, we got this pretty late, so I doubt it's anything spectacular, but let's see what it does anyway. Reduces ice damage taken. I mean, it does beef up my physical defense by at least 8 points. Brings my evasion down, though, and my elemental defense. Norse mythology is the most metal religion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Why do you think there's so many Swedish and Norwegian metal bands?
Oh god, what if Final Fantasy 6 comes to the Switch? I will drop all my other games and play it right now. I mean, Harpy Player Joe, there's so many other ways to get 6 at this point.
Yeah.
There's really nothing
Yeah.
to stop you. If you really want to play it, then I mean, there's really nothing stopping you from playing it now.
Well,
Even if you must become what you must.
What version are you talking? Are you talking about a pirate, or are you just talking about getting the
Yes.
Steam version?
I wouldn't be surprised
Let's say
if they
both.
just end up. I wouldn't be surprised if they end up just putting it on the Super Nintendo.
Oh, the
Online
classics?
service. Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Honestly, I'm surprised they haven't just put the entire library in the Nintendo Online Switch service.
I mean, I can understand a little bit for some of the ones that do require multiplayer and stuff like that, but to be fair, I do like the method that they're doing now instead of just like sprinkle out. Of like doing the big bulk kind of at once is a bit more exciting when they do that.
If they use the GBA version but less washed out, it'd be 10 out of 10. The washed out color palette is the least of GBA 6's problems. The game was also riddled with lag.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, you'd have to do a lot of tinkering within the game's coding to fix that.
So what is like considered the best version of Final Fantasy VI?
It's still-
right now.
If you don't care for the added content, in which I say you're not missing much by neglecting the Dragon's Den and the Soul Shrine, the Super Nintendo version.
Okay.
You know, I know it's very weird to say that, even like 25 years after that game's release, the best version is still the one it came out for. But it's also like, you know, the GBA fixes all the glitches that kind of made 6 quirky to play and broken, but it has worse sound. There's lag all over the place, and the color palette's washed out. So you play the original Super Nintendo version, but that also has, you know, a lot of bugs. Like, the evade stats didn't do anything. All of your magic defense was allocated to magic block instead, so if you max that out, you can't literally die from anything unless it's instant death. And of course, there's Sketch Glitch. Never forget Sketch Glitch. I love Sketch Glitch. Who are you? You're the elderly shop owner. Alright. Tell me, I'm in Stoneguard. Alright, Stoneguard. What was with the GBA and washing out colors? It was to make up for the fact that it was a dark screen.
Yeah.
Basically, so that folks that at least had the original wide model of the GBA could see this, could see the graphics in average lighting. Although it was released, this 6 Advance, I want to say, it's not actually 4, 5, and 6 Advance were released when the SP was already a thing. But I think it's probably just like standard protocol to make the colors brighter just to accommodate for the fact that not everybody would have an SP. Like, you have to assume everybody has the OG model, which didn't have a backlight at all. Of course, the experiment here with rocking that fucking knowledge, if you want some good-ass trivia, the GBA doesn't exactly have a sound processor. So what's coming out of the speaker? Miracles, John. You can either have a 1-channel 80 PCM mono channel or the Game Boy Z80 sound. Pretty much every developer said nope to both and used the main CPU to do the software audio mixing, hence why quality goes all over from the shot from game to game. Okay, there we go.
That just reminds me. I don't know why, for whatever reason, I'm just reminded of like no sound processor kind of thing. I'm reminded of Star Allies at the very end with there's this Easter egg where it plays like the original level theme from Kirby's Dream Land kind of thing, but it does it from the controller, from the Pro Controller. The Pro Controller does not have any speaker, so it's doing that via the HD Rumble, which is kind of amazing.
Never forget Gen 3 trumpets. Well, I was like, out of all like the Generation 3 games, I would think it's the most egregious with the trumpets. I mean, they all are. That's
Yeah.
real. Like, the answer is
Yeah.
yes. The answer is yes.
A good day to you.
Ruby and Sapphire had it the worst with the trumpets. Like, it's not as egregious with Fire Red and Leaf Green.
Oh yeah.
Amnesia girl. Okay. Helena, townsperson, pensive mother. You're looking out. Oh, you're a sickly girl. No. Industrious housewife. A lot of girls around here. You're not a girl. Honestly, I can't tell with you. Blue dancer. You know what? Yeah, let's stick with tavern. Why not?
Man, I was listening to some Gen 4 music recently. Those were some crispy DS sound compressions.
I still love the Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I thought was pretty fantastic though with its remixes.
Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, I still think for like DS sound compression stuff like that, I still think sadly the one that I think always for me is Sonic Rush. Just like I love that game soundtrack and I love it, but man, all the voice lines sound so compressed.
Yeah.
Well, for what Sonic Rush?
Yeah. All the sound lines sound super compressed, even more than like GBA. And
Well, yeah, because the
More
it's
so
DS
if you've already listened to the album versions of the songs.
well, not even
Yeah.
that, just like voice lines, even from characters and stuff.
Oh,
like
okay,
that.
okay. So you're talking about storylines and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the soundtrack also is definitely compressed
Yeah.
as well. You can tell.
Yeah.
I misheard John. I thought he said Sonic Russia.
That just reminds me of fucking Caddy's joke in his CTR, just the crap the Russian. It's like my favorite out of context joke from him.
Well,
Experiment T hitting with even more DS trivia.
Ah, I see.
The Nintendo DS used the exact way of the. Oh, okay. I'm moving this to my other monitor so I can read it. The DS does audio the exact same way most developers did for the GBA software via ARM7 CPU, which on the DS is mostly used for 2D elements, I/O, and audio processing. Okay.
Basically, the lesson we're learning from this is it's a miracle we had music at all.
There's an item behind you.
Night, Trios.
Trios, I'm surprised you're still up at this point because it's like 3, 4 in the morning over there.
Jesus.
Let us fight with honor.
2D elements, my
Shall
young
be
brother.
How about you? Yeah! How about you?
Bitch!
My way. How about you?
And I know you're talking about Crash being Fighter 5. If Crash gets into Smash, the one thing I want from his trailer is just that render part of like Sonic, Mario, and Crash like all together. You know, just with a 90 person inside.
Man, the fucking Smash roster these days looks like what fucking Super Smash Flash used to look like.
I
Or just
know.
Mugen.
Yeah.
Now we just need Mr. Incredible and we're good.
Out of my way. I come to collect. I'll take your Graviton Axe.
And that's the other part, yes. If Crash gets in, there needs to be a Crash Me costume that's like the guy in the suit.
Oh god.
That's the other part I want.
Oh god. Mr. Incredible
And a bunch of Sonic OCs. Yeah, I saw that too. Got a secret you might be interested in, but I can't give away for free. Well, I bought magic soul stones off of you, and in scrutinizing you, made weapons go on sale.
It's not Smash can't be Super Smash Flash until we got fucking Nazo.
Oh my god, Nasa. Guy lured from Sunshade to the ruffian nearby provoked. Oh wait, I had to fight someone in Sunshade. Alright, let me go back then real quick. I gotta beat somebody up. I love it when the fucking, like, progression is just like, beat this man up.
Vermity is just more DS trivia. Oh my god.
Listen, I'm living for this DS trivia. I'm all about this fucking shit.
Okay,
Yeah.
we need, what we need is an, because I know Experiment can't be here all the time. We just need, like, an Experiment bot. Like, Experiment, like, we just have you, like, just preload it with a bunch of fucking trivia from consoles, like, all over the decades. And then someone could just type in, like, you know, exclamation Experiment trivia. And it just puts
like,
up a random factoid.
See, it's interesting for me just because of my best friend Tyler has really been getting into like a retro hardware, you know, trying to get best quality out of like original hardware stuff. So he's been learning a lot about it. And it's kind of fascinating to me.
I'm already an AI. What more could you want?
Yeah, EXP trivia. There we go.
You know, I've been getting into for a while on that note. People like fucking using stuff like the original Game Boy or the NES to make music, because if you're not like actually doing a game, you can fucking go in hard on the music because you can use all the memory for music. I've seen people do like impressive stuff with that.
The one I really want to do is there was a guy that got a way to make custom music for using Smash 64 instruments in particular, and I really want to mess around with that because I love the instruments in Smash 64 so much.
Cheers.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's that one hack recently that got like Young Link, Dr. Mario, Falco, and Ganondorf into the game without having to replace other characters and stuff like that. And they've got running on original hardware with more stages and stuff like that. Like they got Mementos working in Smash 64, which is like nuts.
That's absurd.
It's like hearing a like 64 version of Last Surprise. Like I didn't know I need this in my life, but I do.
That's especially wild because, like, Smash 64 has some funky stuff going on with the stages.
Yeah.
Like, part of the reason why the only tournament legal stage is Wispy Woods is because the way Final Destination is programmed in is really funky.
Yeah. When they're able to start doing original characters and stuff like that, God, I want them to mod Banjo back into Smash 64 kind of thing. That's just a thing I need.
Mm-hmm.
Bruno was asking about Mementos. You guys can elaborate on that?
Mementos is Joker stage from Smash Ultimate.
Okay. I completely blanked on the name too.
Apparently they've changed it quite a bit for, not Mementos, the stage, but, like, Mementos, the area in Persona 5. Yeah. Apparently it's been changed pretty significantly for Persona 5 Royal, and thank God for that, honestly. Mementos is cool, but it gets really dull.
It's the worst part of the original Persona 5, easily.
And the worst part is, like, I can fucking spend hours grinding out Tartarus in Persona 3. I got really bored of trying to do Memento stuff.
Yeah. That's why I wait until, like, I just have a bunch of quests and just knock it all at once and then leave pretty much on repeated playthroughs. That's how I do it.
Also, apparently the Mementos music does change later on, so...
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like Hoenn trumpets all over again.
This is roughly nearby. I think we have to... Probably. There's no ruffian here, so maybe I gotta take him back to Stoneguard. There's probably a ruffian there. I like that Mementos was optional, but not really.
Yeah, no. Spoiler alert: the final dungeon's in it. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's one of those, if you kept doing it throughout the game, you're fine, but if you didn't touch mementos at all until the very end, oh.
Persona 3 does the same thing. The difference is you're going to Persona 3 to Persona 3's dungeon to grind anyways. So you should have been going there regularly, and if you didn't, that's your own fault.
Yeah.
Persona 5 is weird music-wise because half of it is fantastic, and the other half just isn't.
I think that boils down to the style of the music that they went with for Persona 5, because it's, what is it called? Like, I want to say it's acid jazz or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is, it's a style I like, but it's also not very video gamey, I would say.
You know, it's interesting when I have the soundtrack playing in the car and, like, you know, my entire family's, I really like this kind of thing, which they normally do not do with any of my other soundtracks, so.
I'm definitely most fond of the Persona 3 soundtrack overall, but I know a lot of people the hip-hop's a big turn-off.
Yeah.
What kind of hip-hop?
Like,
I would not know how to describe it. I don't know my music.
Because to me, I like any hip hop that reflects early '90s, late '80s.
Yeah, it's not very '90s-y.
Okay.
yeah.
Like I can legit listen to the Street Fighter 3 character select theme.
Let
For
the one
hours.
fight, let's get it on!
Yeah, because that is legit a fucking great theme.
The heck?
I already beat you up.
Have we seen the Wonder Woman 84 trailer? Not yet, surprisingly.
Yeah.
I mean, I really did enjoy the first Wonder Woman, so probably gonna check it out.
I'm gonna beat you up, Tobias.
I'll see it eventually. I don't know. I'm at the point in my where I'm just kind of not super big on superhero movies anymore.
Fuck you,
Yeah.
Tobias.
You hit him once and then he just evaporated.
You wanna fucking go? Ah.
Yeah, I mean, with Persona music, I mean, to be real, it's like every game has such a unique style kind of thing. You're gonna naturally gravitate to one or stuff like that more than the others, stuff like that. So.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Let's go north. How does having a 4 kilobyte texture cache and having to sacrifice GPU resources for any form of audio processing, to say nothing of the vector units that are more flexible than most VUs out there, but you have to go to metal, read assembly, or just straight up machine code to get any good performance out of it without Nintendo's custom microcodes they kept to themselves. Oh man, it's like KFC, it's like 11 herbs and spices.
Yeah.
Well,
Alright, inquiring youth. What do you want? What do you need? Scrutinize Gravekeeper's information from Nameless Gravekeeper in the Tomb of Kings. We gotta head to a dungeon? Let's see.
Red and no Fox, no, because probably not because no one saw it, but Shazam is also great as well.
Yeah.
What, Shazam? I love Shazam.
Yeah.
Shazam was great.
I've been
Am I
meaning to watch
bulletproof?
Shazam.
Am I bulletproof? Shoot me, shoot me!
Shoot, let's see. Stone Guard, right? So let's see. Stone Guard is there.
I think DC's just trying really hard to get that Marvel money, and it's just not working.
Again, I think they should just keep them all separate and just kind of do their own thing, because when they do stuff that they don't have to overarch with, that's when
Yeah.
they're doing good better, you know?
And I'll be real, Marvel's starting to hit on the same problem as why I fell out of following the comics. Everything's so interconnected that if you miss one thing, you're just fucked.
Yeah.
Like, I saw Age of Ultron without having seen Winter Soldier. Boy, howdy, was that confusing.
Ooh!
Oh, there we go. Tomb of the Kings. It is... Oh, that's kind of far. Let me see.
I have heard of the IQ experiment. The IQ's fucking weird. I know why it's the way it is because they have to make it specifically for Chinese regulations, but
Oh, the
It's
IQ?
fucking weird. Yeah.
Yeah, actually always wanted to have one.
It's something that would be cool to own.
Yeah.
I mostly know about the IQ through TCRF stuff, because they have a lot of, they've done a lot of stuff with IQ games on there.
God, TCRF. This is like I got my phone on me as I'm going to bed. I was like, oh, I'll just read one article. 3 hours later.
TCRF stuff is fun.
Yeah, fascinating and fun.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also like, oh, there goes the rest of my night.
Yeah. I remember what first got me, like, super hard into reading up on that kind of, I'm gonna say, hidden stuff. I used to be super hard into the Ocarina of Time, glitching and prototypes community. Like, I don't know if you've ever heard of a website called, I want to say it was called Odyssey of Hyrule or something like that. But it was an ancient-ass, just Zelda fan site where they talked a lot about Zelda glitching and, ROM hacking as we know it and stuff did not really exist back then, so people didn't have the way to dive into the code and find stuff. So it's mostly people just fucking around with Game Sharks and accidentally stumbling on things or over-analyzing old Zelda trailers. Because the big rumor back in the day was the Triforce was an Ocarina of Time, you just had to find it.
Right.
So a lot of the early research was people trying to find the Triforce and using different Game Shark stuff or, like, wacky-ass methods to try and find ways to get to it, and mostly just people stumbling on other stuff in the process.
To me, my whole, I guess, launching pad for, like, stuff from behind the scenes, or at least just stuff that was left in the game, or just modding and hacking in general, started with Final Fantasy VII. Because when I got the Game Shark for the first time on PS1, like this was 1998, 99. It's like I had all the time in the world, and I just went nuts with fucking codes, and I did the whole debug room for 7. And it's like, I spent hours scavenging through that entire thing. And it's like, that is just utterly fascinating. And it just kind of like led to one thing to another.
For me, it was because I used to be like in the Brawl Machinima community, so it was definitely Smash Bros. Brawl when I really started to kind of look into hacks and rogue and stuff like that. And Brawl is fascinating because we basically broke that game to our every whim, pretty much. Like, Project M is like the big example of that, but also like Brawl Minus and stuff like that. However, the only one thing we could never figure out was how to isolate the stages in Delfino Plaza. That was like the one thing we could never do in the game.
Well then,
Meanwhile, we can add entirely new characters without, removing other ones. We can add way more costumes into the game than the original game allowed, but Delfino Plaza, nope.
Like, for you guys in the chat, like, what was, like, the first time you guys were ever really fascinated from, like, cut content or stuff behind the scenes, or the game that could have been but ended up never being, or it transformed into something so greatly different? Sonic 2 is probably a good choice.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 4, yeah.
Yeah, Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 2.
Pokemon Diamond. Pokemon Diamond's a good one, because that one's got some interesting stuff.
I don't think I've ever followed Diamond,
I've heard about
during
Diamond
development.
There's not so much, like, in development stuff, but there's a lot of interesting stuff that you can find in Diamond's code. Like, everyone knows about the flute, the Azure Flute stuff, but there's also stuff like old versions of Gastrodon, which were in Ruby and Sapphire, and stuff like that. There's some other stuff, like, there's a lot of unfinished rooms I know people have found.
Crash to Insanity, yeah. God.
Twin Sanity is another good one, yeah.
Yeah. Ocarina of Time was the big one for me, and I'm trying to think of like any other games I've done big deep dives on. Majora's Mask also has some interesting hidden stuff in it because that game went through a lot of iterations before we got what we got.
Yes, it did. I think it originally started as a expansion for Ocarina of Time for the 64 DD.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there is in fact still the trigger for the 64 DD stuff in the final version of Ocarina that we got.
Final Fantasy
All it does is mark your file as a DD file that you just can't access it anymore. So like, don't fuck with it. But Sonic the Fighters also had some interesting stuff, just because like there were actual unfinished fighters in that one. And we did eventually get, I think, all of them with the HD release.
I know Honey the Cat was one of the major ones.
Yeah, we got Honey. I think we did eventually get Cutscene in Metal Sonic. The one with the big rocket head.
Yeah.
I think someone got that unused 64 DD hook to work. Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah, Honey was originally a character in Fighting Vipers. Is that the one that also had the Pepsi Man unlock?
Did it?
I want to say it was Fighting Vipers.
Also, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 in a way for me, because especially with some of the like original characters that were in that game, like Ruby Heart and stuff like that, learning that basically they were all to be in another Darkstalkers game, then they had their sprites ready, but that game got canceled and Capcom was just like, okay, we'll just throw them into Marvel 2.
I loved her design though in MVC 2.
God,
I knew that. And she's only been in that game, isn't she?
I really want them to bring her back for like the next Versus game or stuff like that, because I feel like she's got one of the coolest designs of any fighting character.
Right. But that would require Capcom acknowledging that Darkstalkers is a thing.
Yeah.
And do we really want them to reuse that Morrigan sprite for the 20th?
At this point, they're fucking doing it on purpose. They got.
I know the Skullgirls guys have said like just like Capcom, like please, like if you give Darkstalkers to us, like, do magic with it.
Yeah, I think give it to them. Sure, why not?
Darkstalkers is a game with some really good aesthetics and some fucking janky ass mechanics.
Oh,
like, did you know that Did you know that knockback is random?
I did not know that. No.
Yeah.
Like, God, like Darkstalkers is one of my favorite games aesthetically. It's not the greatest to play, but like one of my favorite stages is like you're on the side of a building and it's like going down into like the burning ground on the below, and it's so good.
Oh, sorry, it was push block that was random. That's worse.
Yeah, push block. Yeah.
Oh no, John. Now they just reused the Morrigan model from Tatsunoko versus Capcom. I believe it. I'm pretty sure the Marvel vs. Capcom 3 model is just a polished Tatsunoko versus Capcom.
And then they decided to redo the model for Infinite.
Oh yeah, Gold and Silver has fucking a lot of shit hidden in it as well. Like all of its debug features are still in.
Where's the exotic grandma?
The Gen 2 prototypes were fucking impressive. I have not checked in on, like, what people have been digging into with those in a while. I imagine they found a lot of stuff since I fell out. Also, Shadow the Colossus is insane.
Hello.
Shadow the Colossus was originally planned to be, like, twice as big as it ended up being. And most of, like, the unfinished maps are still in the game.
That reminds me, I actually recently started playing Skullgirls. My first fight I ever really got into. I hope you enjoy it. I think it's really good.
Yeah, Skullgirl's still best Western developed fighting game. I will stand by that.
It's fucking good.
God.
I'm still mad about it getting shafted for Evo.
I'm still salty about
Hey,
that to
there
this
you are.
day.
Exotic grandma.
Ayy.
But yeah, like there's still so many things in Skullgirls that just all work beautifully together. It's like tag mechanics, it's custom custom action, stuff like that, and just its infinite protection system, stuff that just Fighting Game does not pick up on, and I just boggle my mind on how have you guys not picked this up. Also, netcode is like incredible.
I'm gonna be so mad if the new Guilty Gear doesn't have rollback because I understand that you gotta build from the ground up with like the intention of adding rollback. Rollback is so important to have in your fighting game netcode.
Yeah, Creed the Rabbit. I was looking at I saw you follow. I was like, wait, she's been subbed to me for over a year. I was like, what the fuck? It's like, it's like how you described to this person. It's like, what does he do? I don't know how to fucking follow.
Listen, I know they're saying that they're probably not gonna have rollback, but I'm going to fucking dream because if they don't put rollback, that game is dead within 5 months.
You're not gonna like what I've heard from developer interviews.
Yeah, no, I've been reading up on stuff. I've been following that shit.
So angry. I'm like, come on, guys. Japanese developers. Rollback exists.
Can you explain rollback? Can you explain rollback?
Basically, the way rollback netcode works, it's a lot more complex than what I can explain, but there's a level of prediction of what your opponent is going to do because there's only so many ways that they can react to you.
Yeah.
So what it does is it generally predicts that and will transmit that information to you so that you get there's less lag, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, and the big one is GGPO, which is the big fighting game netcode that will basically run any kind of action that the opponent is going to do beforehand, and basically process that before so that it can run the game smoother online. Pretty much, and it's been existent in America for a very long time, but Japanese developers definitely have that mindset of if it's not developed in Japan, we just don't acknowledge it, and that's why a lot of Japanese games have not had good online. That's
the other issue too is Japan is a smaller country and it's a much more connected country, which means they can get away with not having rollback in their own country. The problem is when you're trying to do worldwide stuff and it's like, oh, America's network is garbage.
yeah.
And the speed of light is too slow.
Speed of light is too slow.
Like, and the other problem is with GGPO and netcode is your game has to be made around that when you're just starting to develop it. It can't be something that you put in later on. That's why for like Mortal Kombat XL, when they redid their netcode, they basically had a tremendous amount of money put into that and basically had to rework so much of the game's code in order to do that. But now they have that for every NetherRealm game moving forward and stuff like that. Like, the king of online still is Killer Instinct. That still has the best netcode of any fighting game, period.
Yeah, we need a Killer Instinct too.
God, I want
Yeah, there was Killer Instinct Gold.
KI4, okay.
You- Yeah, that's the other issue, because Killer Instincts was it was Xbox One exclusive for a while there, and by the time I had a good enough computer and it was on PC, it was fucking dead.
I think it's... Wait, did it ever go beyond Xbox One? I thought it was strictly Xbox One exclusive.
No, it went to Windows 10 and...
Yeah. You can play it on PC now. It's just the community's gone.
I know Maximilian's been really like heavy on trying to get the word out to raise morale kind of for a Killer Instinct 2, since he did work on the game and stuff like that. I told him down because there's so many things about Instinct that I love. And also had some of the coolest like recent fighting game characters in a while, because I feel like new fighting game characters I feel like haven't really scratched the itch for me in a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of like new original ones. Like Hisako's probably still one of the best new fighting game characters this generation. Easy.
Hello? Oh, it's Linky.
Ooh, what's this?
Linky, we're talking about fighting games. Do-do-do-do.
I was singing. I was singing the fucking Opera House theme in 6. Good.
I haven't played 6 yet. We already had that conversation about where to go to play 6.
Let's see, Everhold, I already got the sort of Sakura.
An Arc System Works
Oh, I have to
JoJo
beat
game
him up.
would be really cool.
Okay, get out of here.
They've already proved that they can stick with the source material and make like really accurate content while also keeping their style. Just look at DBZ, like look at DB Fighters.
Yeah.
But I think the issue is just like who's handling the JoJo license right now, because right now all we've gotten as far as JoJo Fighters goes is we got the Capcom one, which was pretty good, but it's got some balance issues. Looking at you, Pet Shop and Whole Horse. And then we got All-Star Battle, which great for fan service, kind of sucks as an actual fighting game.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't mean outside. I meant to buy it.
Who am I getting booped by? Oh, it's Alex. Okay.
She just finished her finals today, I think, right?
Yeah.
The big portion of my final, I just haven't.
I'm graduated now. Yay!
Hey!
I'm filled with an unending emptiness. Yay!
Hey!
Today was
You did a degree in writing.
I did. Yeah. I have an English degree with a minor in professional writing. This does not get you very far.
Well, at least people can say like, "Hey, you can write a sentence."
I mean, like, I am qualified to do very important things. The problem is just fucking finding a way to articulate that to people, especially when they ask you, "Oh, do you want to be a teacher?" No, I don't want to be a teacher.
All right, Nora.
Well, what the fuck do you want? It's the same person, by the way.
Write me an erotic novel right now.
I mean, I could, but you better pay me.
25 cents.
No.
Per word.
That's a little better.
And then.
but
Listen,
yeah.
fucking the guy who wrote A Christmas Carol charged by the word, and fucking that's why those stories are as wordy as they are. You know what? I would do
Trying to
the
get
same
your money was
thing.
Stretch those words.
I
I
need
would
to
do
just
the
overly
same
describe
fucking thing.
everything. You want to talk about the drapes on the wall? I got your fucking drapes on the wall.
We were talking about this the other day because I forget how it got brought up, but we talked about, you know, how Shadow the Hedgehog Black Doom just says prepare to die like 5 times in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's basically like, when you gotta fill out, like, you know, the last bits of your 200-word essay, just start repeating the same
You will
shit
not
over.
live to see another day. Prepare to meet your maker. Get ready to die. And I was like,
Listen, my strategy for every essay where I fucking need to fill out another page or so, just go shit on Christianity for a while. Jesus isn't everything.
Oh, so much material to work with.
You have so much material to work. I wrote a fucking 20-page essay for my final fucking paper that was about fucking Middle English religious separatists, because fuck it, it's easier than writing about everything else. Yes, 20 pages.
But Yeah, like
So if you're wondering why Nora favors fucking a whole bunch, it's because of shit like that.
But yeah, to go back to finals, like for me, I just had the geography final on Monday that I took my C and got out. Though the one thing that was about it, like some kid in our class was, I guess, mentally or physically was not doing well and like had to be sent to the hospital like during the exam. Like, yeah. She later texted, like, emailed everyone, like, she's fine and stuff like that. So,
Okay.
But yeah, and then today I had to do my theater final, and then I had to repitch my capstone for that since it got rejected this time. I think I'm good now. I'm gonna find out Friday. So, and then I just have a assignment I have to turn in Friday for this semester.
Well, I guess I was saying, just like, because I felt I should have said this before, like at the beginning of the Mario Odyssey stream, those that are doing their finals this week, because I've seen a bunch of stories going by saying that I look forward to this and all that sort of thing is near the end of the holidays. Best of luck if you haven't already taken your finals, and please do take care of yourself. You know, don't go nuts.
Don't do what I do.
Avoid
Don't be
little
me.
seizures. How's it going, Linky? How have things been? How's your day been?
Yeah, it's been alright. It's been super dead.
Super dead.
Shit, I wish that was me.
No
one
more
has been,
shifts at the
like-
graveyard.
No, it's been like super dead at GameStop today, and quite literally, what I've been doing, just literally watching your stream the whole entire time.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And
Did you
now
hear the
I
Vor
get
conversation?
The what?
Did you hear the Penders and Vor conversation?
Oh god.
No.
Okay, good. No, we're not.
Linky,
Then
run,
I'm
run.
not gonna. No, I'm not gonna repeat it. So.
It's fine. It's fine.
Was it hot at least?
You're fine until
No.
Nolan comes back in.
Are you talking about like sexual hot or like temperature hot?
Temperature hot.
Oh, then
Both.
no, it wasn't actually. It was actually pretty
Was
fucking ice
beads of
cold.
sweat just like forming across your guys' head, basically saying, "Why the fuck are we talking about this?" Oh man, can I just say, Blue Mage is so fun to play now.
I gotta
I
go.
heard that they just-
I got a power level to 60 because apparently they didn't fix the fucking experiment, the experience glitch.
Yep. But at the same time, pretty much true in game is basically trying to do some of these fights on extreme, on like the lowest item level.
You have to do it no echo, with it's synced with nothing but blue mages, and it's like an entirely different fight.
And here I am basically saying, I fucking did this back when it was original content. And people are like, how are you supposed to do this? I'm like, all right, guys, settle down. We have to do mechanics.
Alright.
No!
Alright, Linky, have you seen what you have to do to get the Moorball mount?
Oh, yeah, and I'm already halfway there.
Oh, wow.
I want the Iron Man mount. But it's 100 wins in the PvP state. I'm never gonna get it.
You're going to get it.
No, I'm not, because I'm not in Maelstrom. And Maelstrom is what takes all the fucking... I mean, I should just transfer.
That's because Maelstrom is the best. Pirates forever.
Yar. It's like, I
Yar,
was like,
get
you
him a
can
D.
trade, you can switch general Grand
Yeah,
Companies,
you can
right?
freely do it. Yeah, you can freely do it.
Right, because I'm just about to just join them and just like, you're fucking carrying me to 100.
Dude, pirates are awesome. Fuck the flower people. Fuck the people who want to... Fuck those greedy bastard Lalafell bastards. And basically be a pirate, okay? Also, JK is amazing and you should get it.
What does JK look like? What is it? What
Basically,
do you do?
you sprout rings.
Greetings.
You know that tornado attack that Brute Justice does?
Yeah.
You basically do that.
Oh, that's amazing.
And reminder, you sprout the rings too.
Oh, from the final mode?
Yep.
Does it have to be extreme? Or, not extreme, savage?
No, it doesn't have to be savage. You can just get that through normal.
Okay.
But you have to do it minimum on level, and everybody has to be a blue mage to get it. 100% get it.
Aye.
God damn it.
But yes, as I said, join the pirates. Pirates are awesome. Fuck those greedy Lalafells.
I gotta remember to turn off, Freelancer next time I try queue into PvP, because otherwise I'm never... Because here's the thing, it's not so much being on Maelstrom that guarantees you win, it's being on freelancer that guarantees that you lose.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because what you get put with is other people who have freelancer on because they wanted fast queues.
Hello.
Which means that there's no like actual strategizing.
Yeah. Oh, so are you excited for tomorrow?
What, the Game Awards?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to be live streaming that. I'll probably go live like maybe 15, 20 minutes before the show begins.
I gotcha. There are some pre-show stuff that Lewis posted in the chat. If anything, I can't wait for all the disappointments this year. It's gonna be good.
No, describe disappointments.
Death Stranding taking everything except Game of the Year is what he's referring to.
Mr.
Death
Kojima.
Death Stranding wins first place in a new category.
Yes,
Strand
Kojima Game of
genre.
the Year. Number 1, Death Stranding. Number 2, Death Stranding. Number 3,
Jeff Keighley is in a hell of his own creation because he runs an award show. He's in the fucking game. If he doesn't give any awards to Death Stranding, people are going to fucking...
No.
People are gonna be mad at him. If he does give awards to Death Stranding, people are gonna tell him that he's shilling. There is no winning for him. This is his own fault.
So, since I was able to be a part of Death Stranding, I just want to let you guys know, fuck y'all, Kojima.
Yeah.
JK.
Spart and Mario, meanwhile, in the distance, Raid Shadow Legends.
Also, apparently people really dislike Death Stranding. Here's the thing. I feel like Death Stranding is a like it or hate it game. I'm not buying it because from everything that I have heard about it, it is the kind of game that'll drive me fucking insane.
Yeah.
However, if you are into, like, micromanagement or if doing things more efficiently is really satisfying to you in a game, you're going to fucking love Death Stranding.
It is
know what?
very much, from what I've heard from everybody else that has played the game, a very Kojima title. And it's like, you hear that, it's like, oh, well, no shit, it's good. Like, he made it. It's like, no, but I mean, it reeks of his style. And it's like, you either like it or you don't.
Yeah.
Do you like Metal
Hey
Gear
kids,
Solid
do you
4?
love movies?
Metal Gear Solid 4 in particular?
Yeah.
'Cause that
Sons of
kind
Liberty
the
was
game
pretty
that they
long,
let
too.
him-
Let's not, like,
No,
Sons of Liberty was pretty long, yeah.
Yeah, but you can manage to avoid drowning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as for this game, there's no avoiding this drowning. You're dead.
Also, people say that, like, Death Stranding gets really good after Chapter 3. The reason for that is because that's when you start getting a lot more of the exploration options that really open the game up. Unfortunately, it takes, like, fucking 10 hours to get there.
Hey,
Just 10
I
hours,
learned
just
White
10
Knight
hours.
and Black Knight tour.
Just 10 hours, yeah. Yeah. I've decided I'm skipping it. I'll watch the cutscenes on YouTube.
Nora, one thing I do like to recommend, just watch it.
Yeah.
Watch the 9-hour film that you're going to be a part of.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna consider touching it until I get to like a Kojima retrospective.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Hi there.
So basically, movie night then.
Yeah, in a way, because I don't know how much that applies to Snatcher and Police Knots. Because I've never seen those games in action.
They're, if I remember right, Police Knots is an ancient ass PC game, which because of that, every time I've seen screen caps of it, I'm like, oh, it's a visual novel. But I don't think it actually is a visual novel.
It's like a visual novel with like a lot of Kojima cutscenes in between. Is kind of the thing.
Yeah. I mean, I hear it's very good.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it.
Like, I've even heard people say it's better than MGS, like, MGS as a whole, which is a fucking... That's a strong statement.
Bold claims, indeed.
Yeah.
Death Stranding plays Kojima attempted to bring walking simulators in the core audience. I mean, have you not played a platformer without jumping?
Well, no, because if you can run at all, then it's not walking simulator.
I mean, you don't have to run. You can just walk.
Yeah, but you don't
Nobody's
have
forcing
to
you
walk.
to
Yeah, but you
run.
don't have to walk either.
You know what?
That argument
You know what?
works both
Sonic Adventure
ways.
Race. Sonic Adventure Race. I'm just gonna walk for you. I'm just
What
gonna be
is
like,
this
hey.
Sonic Adventure Race you're referring to, Linky?
I'm not showing yet. I'm tired.
Oh. I don't know. Fucking look it up yourself.
I only feel like chilling out myself when I have Eddard.
No, like. So I go to race this next Friday on the 20th. Join myself, Johnny, String. Unfortunately, Applenaut won't be able to attend this year attend this
Because he's
time.
tired of winning.
The annual Sonic Adventure race.
No, unfortunately, his computer is dead.
Oh, it finally gave up. Because like after I'll call it, dude, he keeps talking about like how his PC can barely run shit.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, he actually ordered a new computer.
Right.
His hard drive, his motherboard that he ordered, does not work. So he ordered another one. He had to ship that one back, and he had to wait for a thing. He got his friend to help him like actually fix his computer. Well, guess what? The motherboard is not powering on. So.
Is it a power
Yeah.
problem?
Well, he got two different supplies. He got a power supply from his friend. He got a power supply from his old computer, and he's got this new power supply. All three of them, whenever he plugged it up, it did not work. Yeah, and I told Apple like, hey, if you can do it, you're always welcome to join these races. But my gosh, I heard the disappointment in his like voice, and I'm just like, my God, I just want to hug you, man. 'Cause that's some seriously bad luck right there.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm gonna die.
You're
Out of
playing-
context.
Yeah. It's like he looks out the window and there's a meteor heading straight for his eye. Like, oh,
Look,
I'm
he's
about to
gonna
die.
fucking die.
No, I'm doing a quick Blue Mage run through of our favorite dungeon in Heaven's Word.
Wait, hold on.
The
Wait. Yeah, I was gonna say it's either the vault or no,
It's
it's
the
actually
vault.
it's the vault. Okay, yeah, it has to be the vault. Yeah.
But like I said, luckily getting like magic this time around is super easy. As long as you're basically running this content at minimum island level with Blue Mage only and have Echo turned off, you're guaranteed to get the spell.
And honestly, if you have like a party that knows what they're doing in any capacity, it's actually not bad at all.
Except for me. I
Blue
don't
Mage
know.
is really fun to use. Like I'm still a little peeved about the whole limited job thing about it, even though I completely understand why they had to do that. It is really fun to use when you got a group of friends to just.
Dude,
fucking
just
go
J-Kick
nuts with
alone
it.
is just worth it.
Yeah,
J-Kick.
we finally found something to usurp the fish. I don't know, man. I love fish toss. I know it's kind of useless,
Yeah.
but
If anything, Johnny, I can get pepperoni ready too.
yeah, that's right. Pepperoni Ray is the thing that you can learn now.
How do we say it? Pepperoni. Pepperoni.
Pepperoni Ray. One slip up and that's all. It's all you need.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the next deep dungeon because I love those runs.
Yeah. If anything, I need to finish my character up to level 80 so I can start doing deep dungeon with you guys again.
What do you think what the next deep dungeon's gonna be, actually?
Fish?
Is there anything? What? Fish?
Fish? I'm trying to think if there's like
Yeah,
any...
because in Stormblood it was really obvious like what was going to be the next deep dungeon. I'm trying to think of any set pieces in
The Crystal Tower.
No, I think they would save that for some like major plot thread, not for a side area.
And then out of nowhere, Garlean showed up. Alright, we made a tower, but you have to climb it first.
God damn it!
Well, we already climbed it once is the thing, so I don't think they're gonna make us...
We'll see. But then again,
Well, last time we
also-
went into the basement, so, you know.
which had the best theme in the world.
Hell yeah, it did.
What were you talking about?
The twinning.
Oh, the
The
twinning.
twinning?
Yeah.
You know, the best Space Jam song ever. I know you're thinking of
I
someone
know.
now.
Thinking of the comments, man. That's all I need. Weary baller. No fight left. Was like no rib left in jam. Something of the sort. I don't remember it off the top of my head. All right, we're gonna do this one final side quest for what was it, King Kaleem. Then we're gonna call it a session here. We got a
But I
Lord
just got
Theater
here.
manager from Everhold. I know, but it's like you're also like an hour and a half late. Oh,
A pity.
hey, there we are. All right, so we have to. What do we have to with the? I think we just have to. Yeah, we have to guide you. Okay.
Yeah, guide me to the nearest bathroom.
Yeah, which fine. There are like 2 other ushers here. You think they'd do it?
I don't know where to go. These people are strangers, but you're not.
Weary baller.
This shall be mercy.
I'll tear you limb from limb.
Chill, man. It's just a basketball game.
Man, I hate T-posing.
Hey John, food question here. If you're putting deli ham in a sandwich, do you cook it for a bit or just put it in as is? I put it in as is most of the time because it's already pre-cooked. You know, unless I'm deliberately toasting the sandwich to make it hot, then I find no reason to heat it up.
Oh, don't talk about sandwiches. I'm hungry.
Go eat.
Be gone with you.
Oh fuck, I found Santa in the wild area.
Oh, dude! I had a dude dressed up like Santa just walk into GameStop, and I'm like, what the fuck? It's Santa.
Santa needs to get gifts.
Santa wants those minty pickaxes. Fuck.
Oh, god damn it.
Fuck you. Kiss my ass.
I fucking knew you were gonna say it.
Let me see.
I swear, they are still asking that to this day, and I freaking hate it.
What raid tag should we use? I don't know.
Sickness supposed to be purge.
No.
What is the most cursed thing we've talked about tonight?
I mean,
Sonic Speed.
besides the obvious shit and
Yeah,
Odyssey.
it's weird because Mario Odyssey was the cursed stream, not so much this one.
And I love how New Dog just brings out the racism in everybody.
What?
Speak
We
for
can talk
yourself,
about
motherfucker.
more.
I'm about to say there, freaking Nolan, we was talking about, like, shit-talking that Koopa guy, and then all of a sudden I thought I heard someone else say something. Keyword, I thought. I don't know if someone actually did.
No. Nolan was mentioning something that was translated, and one of the words was negro. Like that's black in Spanish.
Oh!
Yeah, that's black in Spanish.
Oh!
Right.
Oh!
And he had to say that out loud to make sure everyone knows what he was referencing. You know,
I was just like in the middle of like a customer, and all I heard was that word, and I'm like, oh!
I was like, oh my! Oh no! I have to mute the stream. And Santa's here too.
You know what? I think it was around the time where the Santa dude just like literally walked into the store, and I was like, putting my phone up because I just heard that, and I'm like, oh, I gotta put my phone up. Oh my gosh.
Matt, Pendix sounds like you're insulting someone's penis size.
Yeah.
Appendix.
Yeah.
Oh, my appendix.
Well, no, that's pencil dick. I guess pencil dick is more accurate.
Alright, now I guess they're...
Holy shit!
You're on the naughty list.
That's a good option, honestly.
No, because I like to keep it generally like PG rated.
What are you talking about?
Well, it depends
Right.
on who I'm rating. If I'm rating someone I know, then I don't really give a shit. But if it's someone I don't know, then I like to keep it PG.
That means no vor, kids.
Yeah, no vor or anything like that.
What? I have so many questions after this stream ends.
All right,
Why
so we're
wasn't
gonna
I
call it a
involved?
wrap here. I'm saving the game. Next time we might just be ending the last of the side quests in the town area, and then we're gonna do a quick survey on every area, and then look in the pathways between towns. I know there's some side quests there, but not as much. Then after that, we can start discussing what we're gonna do for like the final like dungeon of the game. And
Right.
yeah, I know. So thank you again, guys, for tuning in. Again, tomorrow we will be live streaming the Game Awards here on this channel.
Wait, how was I second? I was only here for like 10 minutes.
Maybe it's all around leaderboard.
Oh, okay, if that's the case.
Yeah. Wait, are you sure? Because Linky doesn't say "fuck" that often.
Yeah.
At least I don't think he does. And just by virtue of him saying, okay, there you go. It's just padded numbers. Oh, let me check his FF logs. The FF stands for fuck.
Oh, dude.
Like, it's really
strictly
padded.
muted. I'm about to say that if you check my FF logs, you won't see a thing.
Let me see here. God.
FF1, FF2, FF3.
So the only thing I don't like about the new dashboard is that I can't see who's online on the left. without
Yeah.
going to
Yeah.
the main page.
That is a downside of OBS. You can't actually see people like doing stuff.
I see on my end, Stop Skeleton Fighting is doing an RE2 N64 randomizer.
That's
Oh,
really,
they're good.
That's really random. Well, we could rate them, sure. Why not?
Huh.
Oh yeah, Johnny, I got something to ask you after the stream ends. It's about that one glitch you're telling me about for Sonic Adventure 1.
Sure.
Or not a glitch.
Well, just tell me now. What was it?
What were you talking about? Like a skip or something?
What stage?
No, it wasn't a stage. It was something you said. Because I was like, what were you at? Physics abuse.
Oh, physics abuse. Hey, what about it?
What is it?
It's just when you use slopes and terrain to get a lot of distance from a spin dash.
Oh, yeah, that's perfectly fine. Like, I use it all the time. Like, I didn't even think there was actually a term for that. I was just like, oh, it makes me go faster.
Well, physics
I
abuse
call it
is just
the
a
fastest trick.
generalized term. You know, because generally, like, you're intended to get a lot of distance in air using a spin dash jump from a slope, but there's ways to manipulate even that.
Yeah,
To get a
I know
lot.
for a fact that I use that especially in Speed Highway.
All right, I have no idea what the hell the rate hashtag is going to be, so I'm going to regret this. Just use whatever the hell you want, but don't freak the guy out.
Freaky
No
Friday.
vor.
No vor, yeah.
Van Penders looks good.
Yeah. All right, guys, send them my love, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Game Awards live stream. Get hype, I guess.
Oh yeah, Jeff Keighley and Kojima.